Randy, are you happy with your new girlfriend?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, you ready to pick her up? Oh, that's not good. Alright, welcome back to the channel. We are back on some heavy equipment today. A guy's bought a 1997 John Deere 455G off the Iowa State DOT. How you feel about it? You look real excited.
Usually is it government on them?
Yeah.
Well, usually they're not too bad on stuff like that.
They took their sticker off the side, but they may have forgot their plate on the back, so we still got you. I actually bought some other stuff.
The tires is just because
they're a little tight.
Yeah.
I actually bought a couple tractors. I bought this thing first. I'm like, well, I've got a partial load in Iowa, so I bought a couple tractors. That may be coming up in the video next. So, guys, make sure you're subscribed. You want to see all that stuff. So, a little birdie told me that this might be missing first gear in it. If that's the case, you're going to get a schooling on how to rebuild transmissions. So, that's why you're here, son. So I've never run this thing. It came in while I was on vacation, so we'll fire it up and see what's going on with it. Hopefully the wasp left. Hey, we're backing up and we're not even backing up. That's good. So we're going first gear. Got a little bit, it's trying to slip. Got second. Third. Fourth. We're in first gear right now. This is a torque converter machine. It should be trying to blow through the brakes, but it's not, so. Alright, so this thing's got $3,200 on. I'm assuming it's pretty original by the way the machine looks. That track was making a little noise, but they got that thing too tight.
Oh, I gotta take all those counterweights off, don't we?
Yeah, the track loaders are not good if we're pulling the transmission out. We got counterweights there. Since this is
They all have counterweights on them? That's
yeah,
weird.
we've got to bust the track loose and get the sprocket off to get the shaft out because this is a single reduction final drive. Lots of goodness going on. So the first thing we need to do is pull the floorboard out of it. So I always tell people, I call up bad transmission problems and stuff. We need to pull the floorboard out. There's what they call a suction screen where it sucks oil out of this transmission, goes up into a pump. And we'll look at it, see if we see any clutch material and stuff in it. If we don't, you guys have been watching my videos, we got caught with that issue last time. It was just a simple gasket in the control valve housing up here. So all it was, the piece of gasket went down the orifice. I'll try to link that video down below. It's something I've never seen before, but if we see clutch material in this, we're just gonna pull the transmission out and go from there. So, all right, Tucker's got the floorboards out. Before we disable this machine where it can't run anymore, just to be proactive in case we're pulling the transmission out on this model, we're gonna get the track set up so we can take it apart. Now, if I was just taking track apart, I'd probably do it on the sprocket back here, but I'm trying to be proactive looking around at this machine, and I noticed this grease adjuster seal on this side, the dirt wiper's coming out of it, so that's gonna need replaced. So we'll go ahead and bust this side. It doesn't matter on this single reduction is which side you do, you just have to do one side. So we're gonna pick this side. Me and Tucker's thinking it has a master link right here. We're gonna run it up, put it on the front idler here a little bit so it's easy to take apart. Then we'll just take that track, lay it out on the floor, and we can get the sprocket and stuff off later. So sound like a plan? Alright, Tucker's got the filter out. It's kind of stuck down in there at the moment, but you hear that noise? I know exactly where that goes. Snap ring holds the clutch pack in.
Oh.
Isn't that interesting?
Huh.
That holds the whole clutch pack and the plate on.
You think that clutch pack is bad then still?
Probably not. It may just need a new snap ring.
You still gotta take the whole thing apart, don't you?
We're gonna pull it back off, but Daddy might be able to weasel that in there without pulling the transmission out.
Maybe.
I don't think I'd get that lucky, but...
Probably not.
Well, there's a first for everything. Alright, let's drain the oil out of the transmission and I'll let you jack with that later. Alright, getting the back cover cleaned up. It looks like this thing's never been off probably since it was new, so that's a good sign on that. It means that somebody's not been in here and monkeying around with stuff. So with that many hours, 3,200 hours, the transmission shouldn't be bad. So I don't know if it's just a freak deal that snap ring broke or what. So I'll get the rest of the bolts out here. Tucker's got the oil drained out and we'll see what we got. Plate up. Alright, you ready to pick her up? So just as I expected, I don't know if you guys can see, that's a snap ring right in there. You look, it's not in there no more, so it's missing from over here. That's where it would be. But, and it goes to right there. You see that broke off there? I'm thinking we might be able to fish that out. Put a new one in there. And try it. See what happens. Oh, that's not good.
What?
That clutch basket's broken. You see it cracked and that piece is broken. It's moving. Not good. I'm pretty sure you guys probably can't see that, but that retainer that's holding that snap ring in is cracked and broken, that basket. It means the transmission's got to come out. That's weird. Really weird. Well, that's unfortunate. At least we know what the cause is. So, we'll get the transmission out. I can show you guys, but that lip where that snap ring's riding is fractured and moving right there.
Can you get back to here? Alright, that works.
Alright, Tucker got the track broke free. We got her off. So the reason we have to do this, you guys heard me talk about single reduction, double reduction final drives. All your track loaders, the 455s and 555s are single reduction, and the 450G standard tracks are single reduction. When you get in the 550Gs, 450G long tracks, or 650Gs, they're double reduction. So the long track sets them back here farther. So this gives you access to this cover. Is actually another gear in there, is why they call it double reduction. And on that transmission, whenever you put another gear in there on this final drive, it makes it turn a different way, right? And you got two gears together. So you gotta pay attention. The transmission will say single or D on each side, which side you put your ring and pinion on, because when you put a double reduction final drive, it turns the other way. It's kind of cool and interesting, but we're single reduction, so go ahead and get these busted off. So this is, since this is a track loader, it has sprocket weights on it. It's the same sprocket as your Dozer and everything. This is the same thing as like a 450G Dozer, but
I had a feeling I'd have to.
yeah, you're gonna have to have air, probably 3/4 inch air impact. We'll get forklift under there once he gets a few bolts out. Pop that sprocket weight off. That thing's very heavy. I think it's like 500 and some pounds. So the other weights we got sitting over there come off the back. It's all counterbalance for the front bucket, front loader on there. So. All right, got that off, sprocket come right off. So I got this cover, got to clean it off a little more. You guys seen me do this before. There's a pinion shaft we'll pull out of there. Then there's 2 half shafts. We'll have to pull the 1 half shaft all the way out. The other half shaft that goes in the other steering, brake, and clutch over here, we'll pull out, leaving the center transmission. So what Mr. Tucker's doing right now is taking these jack screws off. So if we pull these shafts out of these steering clutches and brakes, that's just gonna fall down. Underneath there, they have a little pedestal right there. So he's taking a plug out from underneath, and there's a little jack screw we'll screw up. It'll hold that steering clutch from falling down. Then we can pull those shafts out and make things a lot easier going back together. So, all right, got the cover off. While I was doing that, Tucker got all the lines or the bolts and stuff out of the transmission. So that should pull out like that. Okay, let's put that bearing on there. All right, put that on the table and take your rod out, and we'll need your rod back. So he's gonna thread that rod in the hole there next and pull that inner shaft out. Well, it's good experience you're getting. The problem with this stuff, the John Deere dealers, the guys that worked on all this stuff are like old and gone and not there, and they just don't support this stuff working on it that much anymore. Be careful with that seal when you pull it out. That shaft's gonna be about 2 foot long. What you doing, Master Painter?
Huh?
Wiggle and jiggle and pull it to come out. There you go, good job. Now we got one more shaft like that in there. We're gonna screw into it and pull it and leave it inside the transmission. All right, he's coming all the way through there to get this inner one. Guys, watch it to be that one right there. There, you keep going a little more. That's good. Maybe a little more. Yep, unscrew it and just leave it right there. Perfect. All right, we pulled the bolts out of here. Retainer for the lines. Washers off here. There's like 5 little 10mm headed bolts. This transmission's literally ready to slide out. It slides out on these 2 rails. So we'll put a forklift under here, tie a chain around it, and pull it back. Ready?
Sure. You call that good.
All right, there should be, I'll show you what's going on here. This is the first gear clutch pack. You guys can see that right there. But that is broken. Split open. I've never seen one do that, but there's a first for everything. You can see this has a hairline crack in it right there. Yeah. So I thought, oh, I'll just weasel a new snap ring in there. And then I got the primer with the screwdriver and I seen things moving that shouldn't be moving. Like this side's good. Just there and there. So, not good. We're gonna do one step here, so we gotta kind of disassemble this thing to get this all apart and everything. So we're gonna save one step. This is just a big old ring and pinion like you'd see in a truck. Tucker's getting set up. We're gonna go ahead and check the backlash here now. Feels like it's kind of up towards the upper end. I'm gonna say it's probably around 15 thousandths. if it's getting out of spec, we know when we put it back together, we can take some shims out of here, slide that over and tighten it up. It just saves us a step on the end. We just throw it back the way it is right now. And we'd have to probably do something with it.
Is there a reason it's got these on there?
No, you don't need them. It's just pointers for each way. So we'll get set up here and see how much backlash is in it. Light back and forth, 12 thousandths. Looking in the book here, it does say 7 to 9 thousandths, so we'll take this apart. I'll take a little shim out of here and move that in when we put it back together. Get your 16 millimeter. We'll start busting all these apart. I'm not going to show a whole lot of this because you guys have seen me do this a million times. I'll try to drop some links to some videos down below on previous transmission rebuilds. I go pretty much in depth. We're not going to go very far in this. We're just going to pull this front cover off just to get this clutch pack out of here and go from there. So
The whole thing?
mm-hmm. Kind of got to get it and wiggle it. Pick up on it, wiggle it out. There you go.
Dang, those things aren't light.
Oh, what's the matter with you, son? You not eat your Wheaties?
No, I had a bad grip on it, but they're definitely not light.
All right, so now we've got to pull this center main shaft out. This is one that does all the driving. These won't come out unless this one comes out. So we got some roller bearings. There's two different styles of this transmission, the early and late. The early ones will have a lot of bronze bushings and stuff in them and whatnot. I'll kind of stack this up here for now. So this shaft, you kind of have to pull that shaft out of the back. I'll pull it out.
You want me to grab the gear?
Yeah, it's gonna.
Is it just that? Down. Is it all of them or just the one?
No, it's the whole thing. The back gear might be different, but.
There's a
washer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I should.
Goes in right there. So let's set those together. So now this one will wiggle out. Gear got you now. Okay. We may not take the other one out.
Or not, I mean that's first. Second.
First and second, right here. So obviously you've got first gear right here, it's broken. And this would be second gear. That was forward and reverse clutch back. Third and fourth still in here.
So the fibers break or?
No, just the snap ring that holds us in. So you got steels and fibers, but we'll
But those are all fine then, is what you're saying.
well, we don't know how much it slipped, so.
Oh, there's the other half snap ring.
Yeah, see that crack there?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we have some used parts basket-wise we can replace that with, so. Which that means we got to disassemble this whole thing, so it's got to go in the press and all kinds of goodness. First thing we need to do is pull this bearing off, so we need to get a 3-jaw puller and pull that off there.
You just try to get under it and...
Yeah. Usually never see these fail. It's got a little wear on it.
Mm-hmm.
Having the right tools makes things easier.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you need a screwdriver.
Okay, this is your first gear clutch pack. Just lay it out like that. Or second gear clutch pack, I'm sorry. Fibers are looking awesome. Steels are looking awesome.
Nice how to replace the clutch like you did on dirt bikes all the time.
Kind of inspect this as we go. If we like what we see here, we won't mess with the other ones. I'm
It's not
liking.
even really worn on the...
No, these should last a long time. So I'm going to show you something. This last plate that goes against the piston, it's what they call a notched wavy edge plate. If you look, those are all the same. The steels.
Mm-hmm.
This last one's different. I don't know if it's a different type of material.
Dirt bike ones, like, I've noticed that when I did the clutch on 105, they all have notches in them.
Could be different hardness or something. But the wavy edge ones always go against the piston. So this is a spring-loaded return spring, basically. It shoots oil in there, and this piston pushes against that clutch pack and locks it in gear. This kicks it back into neutral. So we got to take this over to the press. I've got a tool to push down on that, and we'll get our pliers, take that out. These are like cone washers, and that will come out, and we'll pull the piston out. Then we have to shove this shaft all the way out. So it's pressed in this piece. Okay? Alright, I got this tool made. You guys seen us use that many times. Just compresses a cone washer. And that allows us to get that snap ring loose. We set a rag out there and we'll set that stuff up on there. I don't know if you can manhandle that piston out of there. You might. I got this side going. Put the bear grip on that.
Do what?
I'm gonna pull this piston out and grip all that side. Yeah, we gotta kind of go even. You're ahead of me big time. There you go. Now, if you look at that piston, flip it over. It has a hole right there. See? It only lines up right there. So you got a piston seal there, and you got one inside of here. Oil comes in there when you shift the lever, pushes up on that, and locks your clutch disc up. Very simple. All right. Now we got all that off, we can...
Does that have to get pressed down, you said?
Yeah, this has to press down through there. We need to get the rest of this old snap ring out of there first before we do that, so... Go ahead.
5. Don't we keep going?
Yeah. There she went.
2.5.
All right, to get that first gear side, we had to press that shaft out. This is all the first gear stuff. It's that broken snap ring. There must be another piece of it somewhere because we got a pretty good sized hole there. And the cone washers. So, we've not looked at these clutch discs. It's a broken basket. Okay. I'm gonna lay these out here. Inspect these. Looking good so far. John Deere doesn't give you an individual measurement. They give you a total stack height, air gap. These things look awesome. This is from the other side, right? Put this over here with this side.
That was the first side we took out.
Right, that's the second gear. Piston ring's bad here. See that?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that was pushing out too far. I mean, that's bad. What could have caused that to tear up or not? It's interesting. It's just in pieces.
Okay, stab me.
What's this one feel like? Still feels good yet. I'm assuming that one.
While you're there.
Yeah, I'm assuming this piston got pushed out too far, and that seal got damaged coming back in and out. That's what I'm trying to say. Is this seal here? We'll get new seals while we got this side apart, but I feel comfortable not messing with that other side. This transmission looks awesome in here. It was just a freak deal. That snap ring broke or what? We'll go to the warehouse and see if we got this basket part, hopefully. Cross our fingers. We got some parts transmissions over there. You guys can see where that's cracked. I kind of hit with the hammer, kind of exaggerated a little bit. So I don't know if it's a snap ring failure and that was just pushing in and out on it. It's hard telling. Once that snap ring fails, that whole clutch pack moves out, which in turn makes that piston come out. It's probably floating back and forth here and messed up that seal. And
it's kind of funny how that snap ring made it all the way through that filter.
Yeah, but look, this is not all the snap ring, so we got to go looking for more pieces.
That's what I'm saying.
We should have another piece, and we should have a couple little pieces, these corner pieces somewhere. So, And you should find some little rubber seal parts down in there too. We'll go diving for that later on. All right, let's see if we got that. So our used parts inventory, we don't have that because John Deere decided to make 3 different generations of it, and we have early generations. And how much was it on John Deere?
$3,000.
$3,000, and it's obsolete, they say. Somebody's got one on back order, so somebody's looking for one. So, what are we gonna do? Arts and crafts?
Send it and maybe weld it.
You guys see we might be doing a little grinding and drilling on it. We've come to conclusion this is cast steel. The way it drills and grinds, it leaves a little powdery residue with the drill bit, so I think we're going...
I have a lot of pressure on me.
A lot of pressure? I think we're going to get out these broken pieces, make sure all the cracks are good, drill those out, grind them out. Probably get some 99% nickel rod, higher nickel content.
Yeah.
We usually use a 55 nickel. I guess the 99 nickel is easier to machine. I think we can chuck this up on our lathe, remachine that down, and make us a groove. What do you think?
Probably.
It's the only thing we got to try at this point.
55 isn't hard to grind, but it's different when you're using a grinder and it doesn't have to be
Yeah,
precise.
you can grind hard stuff, so we'll have to take some parts and pieces out of here, including this check valve and stuff, so because we'll have to preheat this thing up and see what it does. We gotta get some nickel rod and all that goodness, so we've got a few other things to do, but we'll be back here tomorrow and see what we can't screw up.
Probably a lot.
Hey bub, what do you want for lunch? Side of cast iron? All right, we got a grill out. John Deere actually texted me back a while ago and said they think they can actually get the part, but they don't know the timeline. They can get it made or something. I don't know. We're gonna try to weld this one up here, I guess. We got some 99% nickel rods coming because this is cast steel. I'm not sure how it's gonna do. We're gonna put it in a grill kind of heat. Preheat it up to around 350, 400 degrees. I'm gonna put some aluminum foil and protect this. The only thing that's really a fine machine surface is where this piston fits down in here. This stuff out here doesn't matter. As long as we can get a good weld and get a good groove cut back in it, we should be fine. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. It's only one way to find out though, right? All right, let's start cooking. All right, while we're waiting on that to heat up, we're gonna be proactive. Go ahead and fix this seal on this idler over here. We got the grease fitting out. We're gonna pry that thing out. I should have new seals in stock. We'll go ahead and get that fixed. I'll give it the pry there, bud. No grease is gonna come out. You're going backwards.
Oh, yeah,
Being a little too proactive with the pig mat. Now when we put it back on, that might be the other thing. Get down there in that bar.
It's gonna come off and get me.
Oh, you got a train tractor riding on there.
Yeah, but it's crooked.
You're off.
Oh, am I off?
Yeah, but you gotta go a little more so we can flip it straight up. Doing a great job.
More? Surely that's enough, right?
One more. You can wiggle it off by hand.
Okay. I'm kind of scared.
There's all your grease you're worried about. There you go. There you go.
Of course I put my hand right in it too.
Yeah, we'll get her cleaned up and get some new seals. All right, I got the old seals out. So these have 2 seals basically. This one I call the dirt scraper. It goes on this rod, just kind of scrapes the dirt off as that gets pushed back. And then this inner one has a lip, it goes down, so the grease pushes against that lip, it makes it tighter. Then it has a little backup that goes in there too, so pretty simple. Just gotta get it all cleaned out. That outside one was nasty, so you guys might notice we got good chrome here and that's rust. That seal sits right in there, so we're still good yet. If we was putting brand new tracks or something on there, we might have to replace that rod, but as these tracks stretch out, we're gonna go out a little farther, so it should be just fine. You about ready?
I said it's about all she's
Good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know if you need a seal installer. Which way does that go in?
Which way does this go in?
Yep, you tell me.
Like that.
Why?
Because the grease pushes out on the lip.
You got it.
Yeah.
Just testing
I
you.
hope so.
Okay.
Yeah, you might. I don't know if you have to get it or not. I'll be the seal installer myself.
Okay. You're getting her. You're doing a great job.
Did it roll itself?
Yeah, you just need to tweak it a little bit, maybe with a screwdriver or something. Inside over there, yeah. Hit the top edge, push it in. There you go.
Oh.
And I got this little backup expander ring, goes at the top.
Oh, yeah, that's what I took out earlier.
Then you gotta, I'll let you decide which way this one goes on. Which way does that one go?
Which way does this one go? No, I would say this way, but I feel like since there's nothing pushing against it here because it's slip, it probably goes like that.
You're correct. Why does it go like that?
So the dirt can push it in.
The dirt pushes in and tightens up. It's basically a scraper. So imagine it over here. You let the tracks off, you got to scrape the dirt off. So if you put it this way, the dirt's going to go past it, right?
Man, what professional.
It's the same way on your hydraulic cylinders. Need your little hammer?
Rubber mallet. That's not a rubber mallet, but okay.
You got metal in there. All right, we'll get a little grease and slide that back on there. That job's done. All right, got her back in there. Tucker's gonna put the grease fitting in loosely so we don't get dirt in it. All right, let's see how warm our thing's getting over here. About 100 degrees. We're gonna have to let her cook some more. Got her about 300 degrees. Tucker's putting on his first pass. We'll see how it goes. Too hot or are you okay?
I don't know, I can't tell. A little too hot, probably.
Okay, I'll turn you down a little.
It's hard to tell, it's just a big blur.
What, you want 90 or?
Yeah, I'd say.
There's 90 amps. You need to pin it a little bit.
Yeah, I'll do this.
So what we're using, I've had pretty good luck with these. Been getting them from our local Napa. 40, 99% nickel, 1/8 inch cast iron rods are machinable. Things are very expensive. 7 rods is like 60 bucks. Alright, we've got her welded. Cool them down a little bit. Still, 400 there, 395. It's been welding. Alright, not the prettiest, but it actually seemed like it welded pretty decent, didn't it? It actually welded pretty well. As long as it don't crack. We've been around about 86 amps. We turned it down once we got going with these 1/8 inch rods. So I'll get our ground off here, Tucker. You got your glove. We'll close the lid on this and let it cool down slowly. And thing with the cast, I've not welded a lot of it. He's not welded. This is probably like your what, second, third time?
Welding cast?
This is the first time with these rods.
Welding cast, probably third. But the other.
So we heat it up slowly, and we got to bring the temp down slowly so it don't expand or crack too much. Get your ground off.
Probably
That's
hot.
what I need the glove for.
Oh.
Yeah. No hamburgers tonight for you, bud.
It's actually not hot.
All right. I just let it sit there. No, I don't need to feel it.
Hot.
I let it sit there probably 15 minutes and turn it down on low. Another 15 minutes or so and then shut her off. What do you think?
Yeah,
We don't know what we're doing, but that sounds like a good idea. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this one up here. It's getting kind of drug out. We've got a lot more to do, and I'm not going to try to pack it all in one video. Hunter, his little brother, went and picked up all of our seals and everything we need to get this thing back together. and all that. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out the next video. In the morning we'll probably start machining that down, hopefully.
That's gonna take like all day.
All day?
I say it'd take at least half a day or more.
We're leaving biting their nails, right? Nail biters, what they call it.
I say it might take a whole day.
Well, we'll put it all back together if it works. We don't know if it works. It could ping here at any moment and break, and I don't know.
Breaks and then you're screwed.
Pretty much. We're gonna get it all back together. I'm gonna take it out there and run it for a good bit, so make sure she holds.
What makes you think it's gonna go back together?
Are you scared? I think it will be just fine. All we gotta do is retain a snap ring. I think we just had a old snap ring failure. Speaking of snap rings, you need to find the other piece we're missing.
It may have been better to just not touch it at all.
Why's that? Just not do first gear? Or touch that?
No, it really, the snap ring would have stayed in my opinion.
It probably would have, but we're not doing things like that. So yeah, a new snap ring probably would have been fine in there, to be honest. All right, guys, we appreciate you watching. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Next video coming out should be hopefully of this thing running, or if not, we're gonna have an epic fail. I don't know what we're gonna do. I do have another couple parts transmissions out there in machines that we could possibly redo. But this is a nice transmission other than that. So I did order this plate here. It was like 300 bucks. It's got some nicks and dings in it from that snap ring breaking. So all right, any final thoughts? Cross your fingers.
Stay in school.
Stay in school and stay tuned. Guys, we'll see you on the next one. Got Randy a brand new pressure washer. What do you think, bud?
I'm gonna love Linda.
Well, what's the name? Your old one.
What are we gonna name it? Linda or Belinda or
Your old one you wore out, it's Linda. This is Melinda here.
my Linda?
Poor Randy. Randy's put like 8,000 or 10,000 hours on this pressure washer since we've been here. Still working good, but it's been giving us fits, so I bought him a new girlfriend. Is it good, Randy?
Oh yeah.
Melinda?
Yeah.
Brand new, so now you won't have no problems. Randy, are you happy with your new girlfriend?
Oh yeah. She's nice.
You just kicked the other one out of the house, huh?
Yeah.
That one even shuts off on its own and everything.
Just like having a 20-year-old.
Brand new. Well, you wear that one out, Randy, you can retire.
Okay. Might take me.
Well, we got 8 years on this one over here.
Yeah.
It's pure when the shop was new,
Yeah,
so
we washed a lot of stuff with that.
you put a lot of hours on it. This one has an hour meter, so
Well,
now I know exactly how much you work.
When we first opened the new shop here, it was just like washing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you'll wash 4 or 5 days a week, so
Yeah.
you're backed up now,
Oh, I get caught up now. I got on Melinda.
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 Linda, you done give Linda away. We're gonna take it home. It'll have another life.
We got Melinda now.
Melinda, you should get him a sticker that says Melinda on there. All right.